Hello, world. Claire Morrison. If you know me, great. I'm hoping to catch you up on my life. If you don't know me, welcome. So, yes, as you read, I am moving to Peru. Really, you are probably wondering why, how, with who. Aren't you supposed to be in England? Or what are you doing with your life? I will get to those answers. But first I'm going to contextualize my life because I haven't been lucid about it on social media in months. So here we go. 3 facts about myself. 1. Last year I was 19. I lived in the UK and I went to school there. Fact 2. Now I'm 20. I live at home in Austin, Texas. I go to community college and I work as a cashier at Chipotle. Fact 3. In the near future I am moving to Peru. Life is funny, and I never thought that I'd be able to say those 3 things. So, how did they tie together? Story time! In September 2016, on my 19th birthday, I moved to Plymouth, England to study civil and coastal engineering at Plymouth University. Plymouth, not London. London, Plymouth, England, UK. Geography. In England, I did some cool things. I studied, I was on the university soccer team, I traveled, I went to Croatia, I went to France, I saw lots of old things, I saw cathedrals. I love cathedrals so much. I ran a half marathon, I got involved in an engineering competition that got me to London and then to DC. I grew a heck of a lot, I learned a lot about myself, I met amazing people that are all over the world now. I am beyond appreciative for every single experience that I had. So why am I not there anymore? Simple answer is it wasn't the right fit. I wish that there's a short explanation, but basically behind all of the good times and the amazing experiences, there were really, really hard times. It was the hardest year of my life. There was anxiety, there were sleepless nights, a lot of self-crisis as to what kind of student I am or the kind of person that I want to be. Where did I go from there? After months of questioning, I decided to just apply to transfer to the University of Texas at Austin, go back home, get my degree there, finish in 3 years, study civil engineering, and use that as a stepping stone to go wherever I want. Obviously, that's not the case now, so what happened and why am I not there? Pretty much going from the UK to the US is not as simple of a process administratively as I figured it could be. And thus began my battle with policy and my discovery of a little thing called bureaucratic red tape. Thank you, AP US History, junior year of high school. My transcripts from the UK would not be released until the following July, which means that I couldn't apply for transfer by the deadline. So my application was not even looked at. So I talked to advisors, and appealing that decision once I got my transcripts would be the best bet, so I could actually be considered by the school and then theoretically still be able to start in the fall. Mid-July rolled around, I got my appeal submitted, early August rolled around. Still don't know what I'm doing with my life at this point, or if it's going to work out. I've said that I'm not going back to England, and so everything is up in the air. My appeal got approved. They looked at my application, and then put in a letter in the mail, and I got denied. And realizing that that's the case was not easy on me. Spiritually, it kind of threw me into a crisis. Smite. Is this what God had planned, or does life just happen, and am I supposed to look to God for solace regardless of what happens? Things like that. It was incredibly hard. I gave myself a few days to be sad and to freak out about everything, and then I chose to be optimistic, or I say chose, but anything other than pure optimism would be far too overwhelming. So I wasn't just going to sit there and take it. I wanted to figure out why I didn't get in. So I pried, and I found out that it was because they didn't accept my Calc 1, Calc 2, and Physics scores. Fun fact, AP scores don't show up as transferable credit unless you have an American college transcript. Policies. That denial kind of takes me to what I'm doing with this year, which is figuring out what to do with a year before applying to UT for the 3rd time. I tend to think of my relationship with UT kind of like the relationship between Jenna and Matt in the great movie 13 Going on 30. They're best friends, they both date other people, but you know in the end they're meant to be together. In high school I said no to UT. This year they said no to me, and so the 3rd time it's going to work out. What I decided to do is go to ACC this semester, take 1 or 2 classes in order to get those AP scores and the credits that I need onto a transcript that UT will see. That was a process, and I kept running into policy after policy, but guess who defeated the bureaucracy? This girl. I won, and I got all the credits that I need. I'm in the classes that I need to be in. But I only need to do that first semester, so I began looking for something to do in the spring that would allow me to work and travel and volunteer, make some sort of difference and discover a passion for what I'm studying. The goal is really to turn all of what's been hard about the past few months and the fact that nothing has gone my way into something that can be really amazing. And in my search to do something cool this spring, I found a really cool online organization called Global Nomadic that helps place students with NGO organizations, and so I applied to a few and I got accepted onto one that is with an organization called EcoSwell that operates in a small fishing town in Lobitos, Peru. And there's a lot of incredible work there, helping to really increase their infrastructure in a place that desperately needs it. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing. Particularly, I will be working on implementing sustainable sanitation systems and renewable energy projects in that area. That's a quick summary of it. I won't expand in this video, but I'm about to post a video in the next few days with way more information on what I'll be doing in Peru, the organization, how exactly it will be helping the community there, what I hope to get out of it. So look out for that video and watch it, please. Why I'm making all of this is because it is a volunteer internship program, and in order to do it, I need to raise money. Long story short, I can't do it on my own. I'm working as much as I possibly can, so I need as much help as I can get. So what I've done is put a link to the donations page, so go check it out. That's where I'll be kind of compiling all of the information about my trip and my fundraising process, and I'm still very early in that process, so I'm still figuring everything out. But basically, there will be more to come. There will be more videos, more posts, more blogs. But anyway, go check the page out. I'm just getting it up and running. Yeah, so I'm so excited to share this experience with all of you. I hope you follow along. I hope you help me out. It is really going to a great cause. Thanks for watching. I'm excited to finally be able to share what's going on. So, have a good one.